many people, men and women alike, constantly battle with dark circles under their eyes. Often the cause is temporary, but sometimes they are permanent and hereditary. We asked our guest makeup artist Sylvie to spend some time with Kia to show her how to conceal these circles and give us some good tips about prevention where possible.
Discover the power of sculpting fibers. New lash architect with sculpting fibers from L'Oreal, the false lash effect of the future. You're worth it.
Mirror to the soul, your eyes are the focus of your face. The thin skin underneath is often prone to dark circles. Sylvie Hurford demonstrates how to achieve a bright-eyed look.
Now, Sylvie, I've just recently had a baby.
Oh, I can't believe it, but yes, so you say.
Well, you know, I'm putting in the man hours, and I have to say that I see these dark under-eye circles developing. What do I do?
You see, this is a problem that affects so many women, and not just ones with tiny babies. A lot of women struggle with discoloration and darkness around the eye area, and it's because that area is very delicate, it's very vascular, and it tends to show what's going on underneath more than the rest of the skin on the face, and it's something that we all struggle with. So I'm going to show you how to beat that using concealers, correctors, and a few little techniques.
Now, besides getting these dark under-eye circles from having a baby, which other way can you get them?
There's a lot of discussion about it, and I think, as I say, we're all predisposed to dark areas or discoloration around our eyes. Genetics play a huge role. Also, your lifestyle. If you have allergies, if you don't drink enough water, sleeping with your makeup on. Yeah, you think it's okay, but it's not. Because what happens, those eyelashes rest against that delicate under-eye area, and those pigments seep into the skin and stain it. So everything you've ever heard about not sleeping with your makeup on is true.
Now, are there different shades of concealer?
There absolutely are. There are a lot of different types of concealer. I tend to work with a kind of damper concealer because I like to move it and blend it right into the inner corners of the eyes. But we also get correctors, which are toned in different shades.
I've heard that when one puts on concealer, it's best to use your finger. Is this true?
Yes, the finger is an excellent option. The thing to remember, however, is when you're working with the delicate under-eye area, is that you only want to work with the ring finger, because the rest of the fingers have too much strength in them. So you tend to drag the fingers backwards and forwards across the eye, and you can actually cause damage to that skin. So what we do is we like to work with the ring finger in a patting motion. Otherwise, people blame their products by saying, well, I put it on and then I dragged it off. It's not working. It is all in technique. It's a very, very gentle technique.
Okay, so the next question is, where do I begin?
There are two schools of thoughts on this. Some people like to apply their foundation first and then go in with their corrector concealer afterwards. I work opposite to that. What I like to do is to fix what needs fixing and to leave what doesn't need fixing. So I generally start through the center area of the eye, right from the inner corners, because the worst of the darkness is usually up against the nose and on the inner corners of the eyes. And we work very gently with the makeup, starting there and then working outwards and not allowing it to get into the area on the outer part of the eye where some of us might have some crow's feet. So we try to focus the product and the attention onto the inner corner of the eye. Once we've done that correction, we then go in with foundation through the center of the face and then step back to observe and to see if it's all disappeared.
To find the right shade for you, carefully test out concealers at a department store counter and choose one that's a shade lighter than your foundation for a flawless look.